If you're watching this, I'm dead.
Hello there, Croissant, and welcome. I'm Shadow Lemux, and today I am playing Gotham Knights, one of the PlayStation Plus extra games that has been added to the collection. And this is a third-person, open-world action-adventure game, very similar to the Batman Arkham series, but not connected to it story-wise. This is based on the Gotham Knights comic series, or inspired by it anyway, and it follows the immediate aftermath of Batman's death, where you take on the role of the Gotham Knights, the four proteges of Batman. As I said, it's done very similar to the Batman Arkham series, but it is not made by the same people, and it's not part of the same universe, and you do get that feeling when you play it. The combat isn't quite as slick, but that's because you're taking into account 4 different playable characters and a co-op mode as well. So things have to play out a bit differently, not always for the better in this game, but the story is just as good, the characters are brilliant, the interactions between them. This is one of the first games in a long time where I want to play through multiple times so I can experience the different ways each of the playable characters will experience certain bits of the story. I am focusing mainly on Robin myself, but that is a personal choice. You get 4 characters to choose from, and either 4 can be used. So this is going to be not a review of the game, because I don't like doing reviews. I'm too easily pleased when it comes to computer games, but what I do like to do is just give an overview of the gameplay, give a brief explanation of the basics of the game mechanics, so you can make up your own mind essentially whether this is going to be the sort of game that you want to do. And as we get just to the end of some of the opening cinematics here, as our protagonists of the game have discovered their mentor's demise, and that sets up what this game is about. Gotham is going to fall into chaos, and it is up to our new wards to take over. So first you got Dick Grayson as Nightwing, basically Batman's first Robin, and I knew Nightwing was going to be good in this game. He's very solid, strong, maneuverable, very adaptable, has a very acrobatic style due to the fact that he is basically a carny, used to be some circus folk, and he's just a general all-round solid option. Doesn't have any real weakness per se. Maybe he's ranged, but that was never really a strength of the Batman characters per se. Then got Tim Drake as Robin, the current Robin. He likes stealth, has a bow staff. This is the character I have been using primarily. As you can see, this is much further into the game than the clips for the other characters, and definitely a character I enjoy playing. I like the way he fights, I like the way he moves, and I do like his traversal options. You then got Jason Todd as the Red Hood, the Robin that Joker killed. and this is probably my least favourite character of the four. He's a lot slower but stronger. His ranged options are a lot better than the others, but it's not really what I want when I want to play these games. Because of the Batman Arkham series, I've got a certain playstyle in mind that I want, and he is quite a departure from that, which is actually good character design. It's very suited to the Red Hood, just not to me personally. So it is, it's a good design on the part of the character and the gameplay, but not for me. And then you got Barbara Gordon as Batgirl, and she is the most like Batman in this game for, well, it's basically in the name. And her playstyle is the most reminiscent of Batman from the Arkham series. She is a brawler, can take down single targets very quickly and very easily, but gets better in groups as well. Good AoE attacks, good movements, and a very good choice. Other than Robin, Batgirl is the character I choose to use in this game. So there's the 4 choices that you have for our so-named Gotham Knights. It is their task to keep Gotham under check after the demise of Batman. Just a quick go through of the controls, how they sort of play out. This is from the training part of the game that you access in the Belfry Tower, which is your main hub as you play the game. It's just showing you some basic mechanics that will be used for the combat. This isn't going to be everything in the training mission. You unlock abilities as you progress in the story. You unlock momentum abilities, which I'll discuss in a moment, as you progress in the story. So you get fed all the mechanics bit by bit. You've also then got your ranged, which you can manually aim. You can also tap triangle to just do some quick attacks. Precision aim's good for taking out some environmental stuff, which have always been part of these games, and very good interruption, and there are certain enemies that have to be taken out with range. Stealth as well is a big part of these games, because this is Batman. It isn't all just about brawling. There's lots of hiding in the shadows, sneaking around, and the takedown system is basically the same as it was in the Arkham games, but it's, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it does feel a bit simplified. Again, taking into account different characters, playable characters, and co-op. This is the main change, this momentum gain. You've all got a purple bar there at the bottom right corner that builds up as you attack. Early in the game you only have 1 bar, but as you play more that unlocks. You then have special moves that you can use by holding R1 and pressing the designated button, and this replaces the combo system from the Arkham games, meaning that you don't have to build up a continuous infinite combo to unleash your special moves. This momentum bar builds up over time and is definitely more suited to a online co-op type of game. Also, the fact that it isn't completely combo based makes it easier for simpletons and older folks such as myself, maybe don't have the reaction times to continuously keep up with long combos. And this then is the open world of Gotham, the map that you access by holding the touchpad on the PlayStation 5 at least, and this will have access to everything that is available in the city during your nightly patrols, and that's how the game plays out, by going on patrols at night to tackle a crime and progress the story. The red markers are premeditated crimes in progress. There are also other criminal activities going on along that you can encounter as you play. And if you can just select an activity on the map, it'll then show up on your overworld, on your HUD, and you can make your way there. You've got a grapple hook on L1. All characters will have a travel ability on R2. Robin has an extremely overpowered teleport move, which is absolutely fantastic when you learn the ins and outs of what you can do with it. And just make your way to the crimes and deal with them as you would. As you fight the enemies and as you deal with these crimes that you've located, you can find clues which will set you up for your next night's patrols to unlock more premeditated crimes to solve. These are all side missions to the story, but part of the story missions will have you fighting these crimes to unlock other parts of the stories to get clues to progress the investigation. This will be just a random crime that I have encountered on my travels. And again, you can take these people down for clues about other premeditated crimes to help the people that are being attacked here, as I use the teleport ability to just take someone out instantly. That's why I love Robin. Should have picked the tougher guy, but that's another choice for another day. These are mainly the side activities of the game. You've got the story missions, your case files against the main villains and the main villain of the story, which I'm not going to go into in too much detail because the story is one of the stronger points of this game. So experiencing that for yourself will be quite entertaining. As well as these crimes activities you can do, you'll have investigations as well, where you come across crime scenes and you've got to use your AR ability to scan the environment, find the available clues, and then you'll be asked to connect them in some way. In the top left, you'll find what your objective is and how you should try and connect the clues. You then use square to pick the clues that you're trying to connect, and then press triangle, and if you've picked the correct clues, the game will let you know that you've solved the crime, you've uncovered the information that is there to be discovered, and you will progress. If you've got it wrong, you'll just say this wasn't right and you'll just keep trying. But if you read the description of each of the clues, it will give you a hint as to what you're aiming to do. Stealth is also a big part in this game, but it's an important part, but not a hugely necessary part. There'll be certain missions where bonus remain undetected, but on the whole, remaining undetected isn't always necessary, which is quite good for clumsy fools such as myself who tend to blunder their way through these games, even though I do enjoy trying to be stealthy and sneaky like Batman. And then once you've finished with your night's patrols, you will be then tasked with going back to the Belfry Clock Tower, a base of operations set up for you and left for you by Batman. You can either drive there yourself or go there yourself with the Bat Bike, which is a really weird way of travelling and a lot slower than you would like. Or you can quick travel back to Belfry just using the map, and then you'll get a summary because when your patrol is over, so always be careful when you go back because that night then is over and you prepare for the next night. And here is where you do it at Belfry Tower. From here you can progress the story, once you've got certain clues and investigations completed, you have to come back to Belfry to then unlock the next part of the story. The reason being is that sort of you wouldn't be able to progress your investigation without analysing what you had discovered. And then you can see all the challenges then that you have to do, main story and side story as well. You can upgrade your abilities here. You can do this actually in the main overworld while you're patrolling, but you can only switch characters at Belfry. So this is where you would probably level up those other characters that you switch to. Your experience and progression transfers to the characters, so however many ability points you've acquired, whatever level you are, all the characters will be that level, so it'll just be a case of having to add in the ability points when you select the new character. Got access as well to a workbench to do some crafting, to craft new suit, melee weapon or ranged weapon, which you use the salvage that you collect through stopping crimes. There's also a mod system where you can attach mods to armor, and if you've played these sort of games, not Batman games in general, just action adventure games, a lot of these mechanics will become very familiar to you very quickly. There's also a place where you can customize certain aspects of your arsenal, such as the bat bike, and there are places to chill out as well, where you can take part in some little arcade games, some just side activities. And that is the basics of what this game has to offer. I hope this video has proven useful for you to let you know if this is going to be the sort of game you're going to want to download and take time with. And I've been having lots of fun with this, but I always have fun with the majority of the games I try. So I'm just want to just say diolch and thank you for watching, and I hope this has been useful.
You've always had my back when I needed you. I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck. And goodbye.